Hello, demonic angel. So sorry about the even worse lighting. I broke it. I was setting it down on the carpet for a minute and it broke. So it tipped over, fell into the wall and broke. So bear with me. I will try to, get like another light ordered and we'll go from there. So today I just thought, well, I just kind of do a cultural topic, I guess. Cultural. I'll talk about the hippie and the goth culture because I really feel drawn to both, and that's really what I like. So when I was young, like I tried to dress like a tomboy for a while, which didn't really work out because I don't think there's that much that's masculine about me except, these deep parts of my subconscious mind. But I am also aware of it. So in any case, I like to wear sometimes just completely black, the black tights and the whole black, and it really black neutralizes energy, so that's really like attractive to do when, sometimes I think that like when you socialize and if people get to be a little bit much, it does feel good to have that. That's the whole purpose of obsidian as well, and black rocks when we use them in ritual, is that neutralization of energy. So that it really is like that, and it can really accentuate the way you look, probably especially if you're like pale, more of a pale person like me. And what I do like about the Gothic culture is the openness about the complexities of darkness. Consciousness is complex. We as humans, we are simple, but the consciousness is complex. So there's that acknowledgement of the dark complexities. Also, I like that they kind of acknowledge the whole BDSM stuff. Without getting personal, I think that there's a power play in every relationship, not just sexual. And not saying like that's a primary focus or conscious thing even, but we act differently around, people at work, and then people who are lovers that than our siblings. But so we're different people depending on who we're with. And so you're kind of acting out this kind of power play, not like somebody's in charge and somebody isn't really per se, but that it is an acknowledgement that this is all energy, that we're feeding off of energy because that's what we are, and there's that element to it. As far as, sexuality goes, I think I like that acknowledgement of that. I think maybe sometimes people can get too into that and think that that's all there is to a romantic relationship or a sexual relationship. But I think that an acknowledgement, at least, of it is a very rewarding thing to help you exploring your own sexuality or in personality as well. Once again, it doesn't just apply to sexual stuff. Life is a power trip, it's power play, energy is feeding off of each other. So I like that, and of course as a pagan, and I have a lot of sympathies for Satanism. I want to, I want to look edgy and dark, and I think that that's exciting. It's very exciting, alluring, and it for me, it's an acknowledgement that I am dark, and I am complex, and I am woman, and I acknowledge that aspect of life. So as far as the other kind of cultural issue or topic for today, hippies. So, in college, I started getting into all the psychedelic music, and I went to a bra burning party, which sounds weird, but I was in a hippie city, so that was a lot of fun. I really don't like to wear, I don't like bras anyway. It's not, I just don't like it. I wear it if I have to, but I can't stand that shit. I can't. I also, keeping with hippie philosophy in a way, I don't wear a lot of makeup. I might wear some lip gloss and stuff, but this is my face. And my reasoning for that is there's a lot of toxins in makeup, and people who wear a lot of makeup, they look awful when they don't wear it. It's because like the skin gets so used to it. And it's like, hey, this is me. This is me as I age. This is me as I have my menstrual cycles. I'm not going to hide my face. I will throw on that, like I say, the occasional blush or something, but I don't want that shit in my pores. Okay? So I don't want it being absorbed by my body all the time. And it's just not who I am. So I get a trim. Well, my hair's down to my butt. I really like long hair, my hair long. I think that it is like the whole hippie thing is kind of an acknowledgement of femininity and masculinity, right? Where it was such a romantic yet naive idea, but I find the whole innocence of it very appealing in that way, where not that, the hippie movement has everything right, but, there's different answers that, like, in nature, and, you're in charge of your own self kind of mentality is what I like. So speaking of that, I do a lot of herbal medications, which I'm going to talk about on my channel here. Basically, as alternatives to prescription drugs, or treating things like anxiety with herbs instead. And it doesn't work for everybody, but that is a hippie philosophy, is look at nature, and I certainly do. So that innocence and the whole, I really like the psychedelic music too. I mean, it really is atmospheric of a spiritual journey, if you want to say so. And then I really like how it kind of opened people up in a way, maybe too much. They focused on the psychedelic drugs too much, but people became more open to learning about other cultures, like Native American, being the explosion of fascination for Native American culture really comes in that era. And so it's like that. And so I like the sort of freedom and the naturalistic ideas of it, but I also like how it's like and whatever, obviously, that's the philosophy too. Whatever you want to be is completely great. I support gays and lesbians and everybody on the spectrum, absolutely, and even non-monogamous relationships. I support all of these things. I just, for me, I like to feel or acknowledge being feminine. That works for me. So I never know. I really think that I'm kind of a half and half deal. I don't think that many people would really look at it that way, that those two kinds of cultures are going to go together, but to me they seem to have a lot in common. And maybe just not, the hippies, they don't really like the dark stuff. And, you know, goths are just probably not like, hey man, everything's good, it's all gonna be fine kind of thing. But I mean, they have a lot of things in common. To each the individual own. You do what feels best for you. Only you know what is the best thing for you. Explore and create yourself as this individual that you want to be. So really, there's a lot of that similar values there. So anyway, once again, sorry about the lighting, but I will work on, you know, trying to get something fixed. I literally just broke it today. What a shame. But thank you guys. Let me know what you guys think. What kind of subculture do you like or identify with? I'll see you guys in the next video.